So, as I promised, today we're going to read and talk about Mahamaya. So the whole story begins, Vedavyasa, who wrote the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam and all the other Puranas, a great, great rishi who had been in meditation and practice for probably thousands of years. He was talking to Narada. Narada is the mind-born son of Lord Brahma. And he was saying to Narada, he says, I don't feel like a very good rishi because I'm so attached to my grandsons. So he is actually the grandfather of the Pandavas, who are the main characters in the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. So he said, every 2 weeks I go out into the forest where they have been exiled to check on them to see if they're okay. Like, how can I be so attached to be a rishi? Narada said, Mahamaya is very predominant. She is why actually we are in this world at this time. And so I'll read what goes on here. Vedavyasa went on. Narada said to me, Muni, which embodied soul exists in this world without attachment, without Mahamaya? Why Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are in the grip of samsara? Why speak of the rest? Look at me, Vyasa, as you think I am a true yogi. Do you think I am never deluded by Maya? Then listen to a story I have to tell you about myself. Once my sister's son, the Rishi Parvata, and I came down from Devaloka to the earth, to the world of mortals, to wander the sacred lands of India. We went from one sacred holy site to another on a great pilgrimage, stopping on our way in the different ashrams of the munis of the earth. Before we set out, we had agreed we would not hide anything from one another, least of all what we felt, be it good or bad, be it anything at all. After we arranged the fascinating world for some months, we arrived at the end of the summer, when the monsoon season was just beginning, in the city of the king Sanjaya. This king was a kindly and generous man, and for the 4 months of the rain season, he kept us willingly and with honor in his palace. The king had a daughter called Damayanti, and he asked her to look after us. She was a beautiful girl and began to serve us diligently, drawing water for our baths, bringing us fresh towels every morning, and our food thrice a day. We two munis were well looked after indeed, and we lived under Sanjaya, the king's roof, studying the Vedas. As you know, Vedavyasa, I am fond of singing, and the Lord has blessed me with a voice. So I would sing the Samayatri songs in the king's palace, accompany myself with the Veena. As you know, Muni, the Sama songs are in chanting. The princess Damayanti would come and sit raptly at my feet as I sang. From then on, she was specifically affectionate towards me. Day by day, I could see how she was always wanting to be close to me. Why, there was little doubt that the young girl had fallen in love with me. And she was so exquisite, and her nature was so sweet, that I too was powerfully drawn to her. Damayanti began to make subtle distinctions between Rishi Parvata and me. She would bring me better food than him, and warm water for my bath while he got cold water. I would get curd with my rice while Parvata got only whey. I slept on the fine mattress of down while my friend had to make do with just a sheet, which was not his sheet, which was not changed very often. And always she would turn her big eyes on me, full of love. One day, Parvati took me aside and he said, "What is going on here, Narada? It seems the princess is in love with you. Why, with the distinction she makes between you and I would say that she wants you for her husband. And when I see you cast burning glances at her, Muni, I fear you would not be averse to that idea. Come now, tell me all. We swore that we would, when we set out from Devaloka, that we would hide nothing from one another." I felt shy, but I said to Parvata, "It is true. The princess and I are drawn to each other. I want to marry her." Then a strange thing happened. Suddenly a great rage seemed to grip Parvata. For some reason he felt humiliated, even betrayed. Perhaps the truth was that he had eyes for the Princess Damayanti himself, but the matter remains hidden from me. Anyways, his eyes turned crimson in a moment and he cursed me. "Base deceiver, it is because she finds you handsome that she favors you so. Wear a monkey's face from now on. We shall see how long her love last. No sooner did the words leave his lips than my face was a monkey's. And though he was my nephew, I cursed him back, crying, "Arrogant Mooney, you have cursed me like this for hardly any fault. You shall not travel back to Devaloka, but remain here on earth forever." Even with my baboon face, Damayanti's feelings for me did not cool. When Parvata stalked out from the kingdom in wrath, she began to serve me even more devotedly, and she would come every day and sit in my room to hear me play on my veena and sing. Narada sighed to remember. Vyasa cried eagerly, "What happened then, Muni?" I was dreadfully anxious, as you might imagine. What would I do now with a monkey's face when I was still fervently in love with the princess? She had come of age, and the king, Sanjaya, called his ministers together and said to them to find a prince from a noble house to marry his daughter. But when the princess heard of this, she sent a servant of hers to her father. That young woman came and said to the king, "My lord, Damayanti has lost her heart to the Rishi Narada. She sits for hours listening to him play on his veena. She wants only him for her husband." Sanjaya's queen, Kaiva, sat beside him. The king turned to her and said, "Did you hear this? My daughter, my princess, has chosen a beggar for her husband, and no common beggar, but one with a monkey face. I will never allow this. Talk to that child. Make her see sense before it is too late." The queen called her daughter and said gently, "Ah, my child, what is this I hear? How can a beautiful young woman like you want the monkey-faced Rishi for a husband? We will find you a handsome prince. Give up this foolishness. You will never be able to spend the rest of your life with that crude hermit. Your father is anxious. Set his mind at rest." But her daughter said, "Mother, a man cannot be judged by his face and his body. These are superficial things. I have lost my heart to Narada because of his music, his soul. Why, the deer of the forest are enchanted by perfect music, Mother. I have heard that they even give up their lives for the sake of sweet songs. Love is not a thing of the eyes, but of the heart. Listen to Narada's veena and his singing. I lose myself in joy. Where else will I find such rapture, Mother? Oh, I cannot live without it. If a woman follows a man who knows music, he leads her to heaven. Has my father forgotten who Narada Muni is, that he balks at giving me to him? In the three worlds, in the three times, there is no singer like Narada. Why, there is no bhakta like him. Mother, the Kanaras of Devaloka have horse's head, but don't they bewitch even the devas with their songs? You are a woman yourself, Mother. You know how little a man's appearance counts in love. I beg you, convince the king that he must give me to Narada, and no one else." The queen was moved by what her daughter said. She went back to the king and said to him, "Our child has already given her heart to Narada. She will not marry anyone else. And if you force to, I fear she will take her life. She is no foolish child. She is truly in love." The king took a day to think about this. Then he fixed an auspicious day for Damayanti's marriage. We were married with every ceremony and began to live together as man and wife. My Damayanti shone with joy whenever she saw me. She never tired of hearing me play my veena and sing. She was always eager to make love with me. But Vyasa, my heart burned within me when I thought of my long monkey face. I had no peace even when I slept. for my ugly face haunted my dreams and gibbered mockery at me. And when I was awake, I thought of hardly anything else. A few years passed, and then Muni Parvata returned to my father-in-law's kingdom after his long pilgrimage that had taken him to all the sacred places of India. It seemed that his yatra had purified my nephew and rid him of his anger. He came to see me in my apartment. Without a word, he sat down before me, and I saw the tears roll down his face. After a moment, he took my hand and said, "Uncle, I cursed you in anger, and I regret what I did. Let my curse end this moment, and your old face be restored to you." I felt my long snout and furry features vanish, and when I jumped up and looked into the mirror on the wall, I saw I was myself again. With a short shout of joy, I clasped Parvata to me and cried, "Your journey to Devaloka shall no longer be impeded either." And Muni, when Damayanti saw me, she was so happy. The king and queen were delighted too, and declared a celebration in their city. The king gave away gold and jewels as alms, and all was well, which ended well. The point I was making, though, O Vedavyasa, was that no creature, great or small, is free of desire, delusion, anger, envy, vanity, and the inevitable suffering that they bring. All that exists is pervaded by the three gunas of nature, sattva, rajas, and tamas. Everything that happens in the three worlds is by these three essences of nature. All existence is Maya, Muni. Bole Baba Ki Jai. Any questions? It's interesting, these stories over and over again. We hear, the gods and goddesses going into that tamasic guna and doing and saying things perhaps they regret later. So we get to watch ourselves too when we start feeling that. And it's one of the purposes of Navratri. We learn the mantra Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamudaya Viche, or your mantra Om Namah Shivaya. That's the perfect time to bring it into your heart and repeat it as often as you can when you start feeling that, oh, look at her, or, whatever might be going on inside. So, Bole Baba Ki Jai. We'll go and have darshan of our beautiful mother. Those here will all have a sumptuous lunch. And we'll reconvene tomorrow morning at 8:30 for the daily puja. Bole Baba Ki Jai.
Yeah, I have something to share with you.